Okay. Still the Chakrayana still seem to be confused. Okay. He says, I asked you question, show me Brahman or Atman directly. Okay. So there are many things in the world you can see directly. For example, you can see a plant, you can see the sun, you can see the moon, because they are objects. Atma is not an object. Okay. So there are many things which you experience, but you cannot say that Atma is not there, the self is not there. Just because it's not an object. You say object only is reality, that's not true. So there are many things in the world. For example, you hold your hand and pitch like this. Okay. Now there is a pain. Show me pain objectively. I mean, show me the pain. You say there is a pain, but show me the pain. Okay. Pain is there. I cannot show you, there is a pain. Then I will say, no. I will believe only if you show me. How will you show pain? It's not possible to show the pain. Neither happiness, nor unhappiness, nor sorrow, nor any inner feelings which we go through to anybody. Because they are not object. But they are really very real for us. They are very concrete for us. The pain is very concrete. The happiness is very concrete. They are not objective. They cannot be seen through sense organs. They are available to me as a direct experience. Pain is direct experience for me. Right? Pain is very direct experience for me. But still I cannot show it objectively. I cannot show it to anybody. I cannot see it also. I can experience it. Pain is experience, which cannot be shown. So it's a direct experience. There are some indirect experiences. For example, I went through sleep. I had a good sleep. When I woke up, I said, I had a good sleep. I'll say, I cannot experience sleep directly. I can only infer. It's indirect. It's paroksha. But still sleep is very real for me, because even though it's indirect. Alright? I only went through experience of sleep. To experience sleep, there's no mind, there's no intellect, there's no sense organs. But still I say I slept indirectly, because there is a time gap between going to bed and waking up. It's indirect experience. There are some experiences which are sense objects. There are some experiences which are available to mind but not objects but real. There are some experiences which are like going to sleep, which are indirect, not available to intellect and mind also, but still I'll say it is there. Okay? The experiences are a different kind. Now let me ask you the question, do you exist? Do you exist? Is that experience direct experience or indirect experience? I exist is a direct experience. Okay? The I exist experience comes before any other experience can come. If I don't exist, I can't experience anything. The I exist is a very primary experience for us. Okay? Are you conscious? Are you aware? So I am aware also is a direct experience for us. It is not indirect. If I am aware only, I can see, I can have any sense experience, or I can have any mental experience, or any body experience. The awareness is the primary experience. Existence is the primary experience. After that only any other experience can be experienced. Alright? The primary experience is I exist and I am aware. Everything else is a secondary experience. Everything depends on I exist and I am aware. That I exist and I am aware is Atman, which is a direct experience. Everything else is indirect experience. The direct experience is called aparoksha anubhuti. Do you have a point of time when you say I didn't exist? Is it your experience that you don't exist anytime? Is it your experience that I am not aware at any point of time? The existence and awareness is always a direct experience and eternal experience. And everything else is secondary. That's why existence, awareness is called aparoksha anubhuti, direct experience. And Atma is called nitya aparoksha. It's always directly experience available to you for direct experience. It is a pure experience in the sense there is no subject and object. For any other experience there is a subject and object. I see a flower, there is a subject and object. Whereas Atma is an experience which is pure experience. There is no subject and object, which is always there for us. Then what is this all teaching about? That direct experience we ignore. Okay, we don't notice. So we were having a discussion and suddenly light went off. Then only we recognize that, oh, light is not there. What is available to you in abundance and all the time, you don't even notice. It is there all the time. You don't notice. You keep going up and down in the lift. Okay. Then suddenly lift stops. Oh, then you say, oh, electricity is cut off. Till that point, you don't even notice electricity. What is general knowledge, what is always there, is taken for granted. The Atma is the general knowledge which is there all the time. It's taken for granted and it's forgotten. But that's the most important direct experience which we have in our life. That is ignored in the presence of all other experiences. Because all other experiences come and go, the experience of self never changes. In India, we are accustomed to the electricity failure. Once in a while, the electricity goes. It's called power shutdown. If you go to a foreign country, they don't have the experience of power shutdown at all. It's 24/7. Like that, Atma is 24/7. And you have taken for granted that Atma. Okay, that is the only experience which have always eternal and immediate. It's called Nitya Aparoksha. So then what Vedanta is trying to do, the Nitya Aparoksha experience, only we are mixing up with other things. We are mixing up with the body and mind. The body and mind are objects in experience, objective. So the Atma is confused with the body. Okay, we start saying that I am suffering, I am unhappy. Atma has nothing to do with the happiness or unhappiness. Just lights up the presence of happiness or unhappiness. So this is how Yajnavalkya teaches Chakrayana. Of course, he doesn't tell about the explanation about electricity and all, right? So he explains how Atma is, the self is available all the time and it's an eternal experience.